to my channel. I'm gonna do a quick ramble ASMR video before I go to work. I don't have the lights dim this time. I'm gonna see if that makes a difference or if it matters at all. It's just like a midday ASMR video. I'm recording it a day before, but I'm gonna post it tomorrow around the same time of day that I recorded it, so just see what kind of different web traffic or whatever there is. I found these on the ground, but pit viper glasses, when I was walking yesterday, and they were broken, but I hot glued the back of it together, and they seem to work now. I've never had a pair of these before. I'm not a sunglasses guy at all. I had Oakleys back in the day. I have some thin blue ones that are kind of rectangle, that I think I got from the dollar store. I got on like these circle goth ones, just kind of as like an impulse buy gag almost, like maybe probably like 8 years ago. They're in the closet somewhere from either Wish or eBay or Amazon or something like that. But yeah, I glued these together. I wish like I found like some kind of like Gucci or Prada or something that I could resell, like some kind of glasses that were like worth like $600 or something, and then I could just quickly glue them and then try to resell them for like $100 online or something. But I think these only are worth like $25 or something like that, and they might re-break again because I mean it's just hot glue. But I probably won't wear them. But it's like the Dwight Schrute episode on The Office. My future is so bright, I need these. Cool guy with the glasses, the pit vipers. I don't know if they actually look okay. I don't know what kind of people wear these. I've seen them around. They're like fucking ski goggles, basically. They're interesting. They make me look like some kind of like ski patrol guy. I'm doing a ski patrol on the beach. Hey you, something, do something. Okay, so those are actually kind of cool. I might just start wearing those. I don't know. Anyways, I signed up for this weld course thing. It's not like an actual like year program or like a trade school certificate. It's more of just like an introduction thing for like very beginners. It's a day course. It's gonna happen in a couple months from now. I gotta get a weld cap. That's the only real thing I need. A weld cap and a long sleeve cotton shirt, which I could just get those Carhartt, whatever. I'll look to see if I get a cheap one on sale. Maybe spend 25 or 30 on that, because I'm not buying coveralls for like 150 just for a day course. And the day course was already way too expensive for a day course, like highway robbery basically. Like, I don't understand why everything gets so expensive and then the wages don't go up, but that is life. A lot of people living in vans around here, a lot of people living in trucks around here. I was kind of thinking about that, like, not seriously, but like it'd be nice to have like a Tacoma and then like have like the pop out, like the flatbed of the truck has those flat canopies that raise with poles, and then you have like a kind of like a shelter for like a air mattress. It'd be nice to have something like that to go camping with. Obviously trucks are more expensive than cars, and then the gas and insurance are a little bit more, so I'm not going to be budgeting that right now, but it'd be nice to have a truck or like a place to call my own and that kind of thing. But it's hard right now, and yeah, I saw like quite a decent amount of people at my gym parking lot just living in vans in parking lots. It's pretty common here. I'd imagine it's common everywhere. Trailers. People are just kind of living in these makeshift trailers. A lot of them, the ones that are living like behind Walmart and stuff, it seems like they've welded together their own canopies to support mattresses in like a little makeshift shelter themselves out of like old shed parts and stuff. And I don't know if anyone's really going to be able to afford homes in the next 20 years. It's just been skyrocketing, and I'm not an economist. I'm not a real estate agent, and I think real estate agents are probably partly to blame because it's basically just like speculation, and people are using these homes as investments, and then realtors kind of prop up the system, take their small commission. So I mean, even though they know what's going on, they'll probably lie to you. But anyways, that's a little bit on that. Yeah, I did a leg day today at the gym. It was pretty decent. It was kind of like a going through the motions things. I mean, I've been really keeping my workouts light, and I've been trying to avoid compressing my spine. I'm getting a little bit older now. I don't want to get those jellies between the spine, those discs, to be I forget the word, but to have them push out, and it causes that the fusing of the back. I don't want any of that, so I'm been kind of going a bit more towards lighter weight, higher reps. I've been trying to incorporate in my own kind of de facto functional patterns type thing. It's kind of a fad right now on social media, and I'm not really following the exact movements that they do. I don't have a personal trainer. I'm not really into it. I'm not like watching all their videos, but I'm trying to do more stabilization muscle work and more things like laying down on the mats, kind of doing like just more, not stretching, but more like very fine-tuned muscle building in the hip flexors and the lower core and things like this. Just to keep a healthy posture, to make sure that I'm not losing muscle ever, that I'm retaining muscle as I'm going to be getting older. And I want to increase a little bit of cardio. I did a nature walk today. I didn't do a big hike, but I did do a nature walk. It would be nice to do like a hiking trip sometime on the weekend in maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks from now. I might wait till July. It's hard to say. I want to do kind of the lazy river thing as well. I mentioned that in a previous video. So things are going well. Kind of boring at times. Tedious at times. I was doing a Coursera thing, but my god, just to be answering multiple choice questions on your phone, it's so fucking hellish. It's dystopian. It's not good, man. It's like just cramming multiple choice questions, staring at a small screen. It's like, what the fuck are we doing? And you don't even, I don't know. Anyways, but that's kind of where I'm at right now. I have my other job tomorrow where I'm going to not mow the lawn because that's on Thursday, but I'll do the vacuuming and the cleaning. My mom's birthday is coming up soon. I got her a gift, and now I'm putting in $200 with my sisters to buy like a group gift, and I don't think they know what they're doing. They're looking at very crappy gifts, and I kind of was like feeling it out if they knew what they're doing, and they don't really know what they're doing, and they think I'm an idiot, and they don't take my advice or anything, because I'm the little brother. I'm the smallest sibling. I'm the youngest, and there's a big age gap there as well between the oldest and the youngest, but it is what it is. I need to bear the cross I was given and not flame out and start raging and, hey, you think I'm an idiot, I can't be doing that. Well, anyways, I'm gonna wrap this up in a couple minutes. It's just a really short, quick, midday kind of ASMR video. I'm kind of trying this out. I do most of them at night, or I try to pull the shades down and give more of a nighttime vibe, but I'm not sure if people are even watching like the actual screen, or if they're kind of just putting the phone to the side and listening to the audio. That's kind of what I do when I listen to ASMR videos. So I'm not really watching the screen too much. I'm kind of just either listening to audio when I'm laying down or when I'm doing something or whatever. So I don't think that the lights being on and the sun in the window is going to make a big difference, but if it does, then I can just go back to what I was doing before. I wish everyone the best as always. I hope everyone's good where they are in their life, and I hope that everyone's gaining knowledge and peace and love and everything every day, and striving to be the best and getting the best back. You should be treated properly. You should take time to relax and look after yourself. Make sure you're eating healthy foods if you can, and when you can, stay hydrated. Get a little bit active out there. Do a nature walk if you can. It helps clear your head. And God bless everyone. And I hope everyone's, like I said, doing well. Thank you for subscribing if you have. If you haven't, think about it. I'm not going to make you. And peace out, guys. Hello, everybody. Yet again, another ASMR whisper ramble about my day, maybe a few other things. I'm happy to report that I had a really good day. Probably this was one of the better weeks in the last couple months that I've had. It was actually really busy, but it was a very steady-paced busy that I could handle. I got a lot of work done. I felt proud about the work that I got done this week. It was raining off and on all week, and I kind of never really liked the rain before, but I kind of like the rain these days, just because I haven't been seeing as much rain these days as I did when I was a kid, and maybe I missed it a little bit, and it rained a little today, and I like that. I worked my secondary job today, the one mowing lawns, and I did a lot of yard work. I spread some seed, fertilizer, I did some hedging, blowing the leaves, and the usual lawn care maintenance, and I think it's going to look really good, because I spread the seed, the lawn seed, right before a downpour of rain, so that water is going to saturate all the seed and it's going to sprout, and the heavy rain is also going to keep birds away from eating it. So I expect like all these like bare patches actually to grow some decent grass over the next few days, and I'm crushing it, so I feel good about that. I got a lot of people saying like I was doing a good job, like the residents of the area that I maintained the yard for, and even like this grumpy old guy who seems to not like me, and I think I've talked about him before. I don't know if it was in an ASMR video or in one of my just life rambles that I'm talking, but he seemed to like just be shit talking me for no reason, and he seemed friendly today, and he was waving and stuff, so, I mean, it was a good day. As well, after work, I went to the gym, and in my last ASMR ramble, I said I didn't have a good workout. Well, today, I had a good workout. So, win-win is two good things. I did shoulders, I did triceps, I did chest, and I did back, so I did a lot. Basically, the majority of the upper body. I did legs yesterday, and I was doing some more kind of old school strongman type lifts for the shoulders. I was doing standing overhead press, one arm dumbbell, so just one arm at a time, dumbbell over the head. And I like doing that because I made a video on functional patterns versus bodybuilding, and I wouldn't describe what I'm doing when I'm doing stuff like that as functional patterns, but it's kind of similar. It has that, it's old school like lifting, like, but it feels kind of like functional patterns. Like you would, it's a practical strength. Like there's some things that are such accessory and isolated movements in typical bodybuilding that you would never really use in real life, but to press something standing above your head like that seems very functional. Like if you are working in a labor job like that, that movement can come up quite a bit. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing tonight. It's only 7 when I'm recording this. I'm probably going to watch a movie and just try to relax. Because I did work, I did a nature walk, I did the gym. I was going to do laundry, but I think I'm still good to hold off on laundry for another day or two. And I was going to do dishes, but the same thing, I think a day or two, and just fill the dishwasher up. So I'll do both of those things probably in 2 days from now, which gives me a 3-day weekend. And I don't need to do that tomorrow, so that leaves my day free tomorrow to do basically whatever I want. And I don't know exactly what I'll do. I might go to the library. I have a book that I skimmed. I didn't really read it, but I read a fair chunk of it. Like I skimmed it. I decided kind of which part was more relevant and important to me to read, and I read that chunk. So I read maybe like a 20 to 30 page chunk straight, and then the rest I just skimmed. And I feel like whatever was meant for me to get picked up from that book at this time in my life, I did. So I'm going to return that tomorrow, probably, and maybe do a walk. I could have returned the book tonight, but I mean, like, they do have the chess going on tonight, so that would have been nice actually to see that at the library. So, meh. I did a lot today already. I kind of just felt like just staying at home and doing a couple of these videos, and going from there. I'm going to post a few more nature shorts. I have one of a snail, one of a dog show. I think I might have already posted that. I don't know if it's live yet though. Like if it's on a timer. Most of my stuff I queue like 5 days to a week in advance. Yeah, a lot of movie recommendations coming in. A lot of people recommending shows. I've seen so far 3 movies and tried 1 show that have been recommended by people on this channel in the comments. All the movies I liked. The show I liked as well. It was Baby Reindeer. I only got to the 3rd or 4th episode and I stopped. And that's typical with shows with me, is I really have to be obsessed with the show to get that, like, tunnel visioned in to it. It doesn't happen often to me. It happened to me with Game of Thrones, which the last 2 seasons were meh. And it happened to me with Breaking Bad. The last 2 seasons of that were kind of meh. It happened to me with Sopranos. I was a kid when that first came out, but I watched it when I was late teens, early 20s, and that was a good one. I think I might have seen that whole series twice. I think my mom used to watch Sopranos when I was a kid. So those are the 3 series that I liked. House was good as well. The Doctor one with Hugh Laurie or something. I forget his name. I think that it's Hugh Laurie though. Yeah, so that's probably my 4 favorite shows, like my series. Well, other than The Simpsons. Like if we're getting into like animated and like cartoons, I think I'd put The Simpsons above everything I even just listed, even though it's not serious and it's kind of like just like a cartoon, just like whatever. But I think like The Simpsons hits like some real social commentary points, like nail on the head, like just so point on without even trying. It just seems so effortlessly that they like make like really funny but really relevant content and in episodes, but I don't know if I can say that to the new seasons. I think that happens with every show. It just kind of gets repetitive, and then they kind of just recycle old jokes, and they kind of just do like these little, like, they just explore the character a bit deeper, but it's not really good. It's good, but it's a shell of its old self. Like, I think the first maybe 8 seasons of The Simpsons was probably like almost a masterpiece, really. I haven't watched an episode, like a new episode of The Simpsons, in probably like a decade. I used to binge watch it over and over and over again when I was a kid. I would just sit and watch The Simpsons all day long when I was a kid. It was just like, I would go to school, like elementary school, and I'd watch The Simpsons. That was the 2 things I would do. So, anyways, so I'll do the dishes and the laundry tomorrow. Filming this right now. What I should watch tonight. I watched a Clint Eastwood Western the other day. Something Drifter. And I don't want to give too much spoilers, but at the same time, I'm going to just say spoiler alert, and I'm going to give away kind of most of the plot, but he was a drifter in like I wouldn't say a ghost town, it was like an old mining town, and the town had a secret that they killed the marshal because he found out their secret about this illegal mine, and then basically, spoiler alert once again, Clint Eastwood's character is like the ghost that comes back for vengeance on the town. Is pretty good. Definitely not politically correct in today's world. I think he did rape somebody at one point, and then there's probably other things, like, I think that was the main controversy, but I think there might have been 1 or 2 other ones. But, like, it wasn't even, like, I've seen, like, an op-ed about that. But I don't think it was like saying that it was okay. I think he was like the ghost of vengeance, and he was purposely destroying everybody's life in the town. That was kind of, he was like, I wouldn't say, like, some people said that he was the devil, but I wouldn't go that far. I think he was just the ghost seeking vengeance, and he was punishing everybody. So I don't think the movie was implying that that was the times or that it was okay. I think it was just saying that everyone in that town was getting punished, and he did. I think a lot. I wouldn't say the majority of the town ended up dying, but I think, well, he killed probably like 6 or 7 people, and then he kind of played like this manipulation game with this gang, and then the gang came and killed another like 6 or 7 people. So I think like maybe probably 12 minimum people got killed. So like, you can't be like all offended and stuff if you're gonna watch a Western. It was on Netflix. I tried to find other Clint Eastwood movies on Netflix. I couldn't find any. It was just the one. I like that one that I think he was in it, but he mainly just directed it. It was that $1 Million Baby with Hilary Swank, about the female boxing. That was a good one. He's done a few good ones. I've never really been into Westerns, but I don't think I've ever even seen anything with John Wayne in it, but I'd be open to watching some of these movies. I think I've seen another Clint Eastwood movie too. That was a Western, the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I believe I've seen that one. I forget what it's even about, and I think it was going on during like Civil War times, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Baby Reindeer was a little bit weird. it says based on a true story. I don't know how accurate it is, but from what I gathered from it, it's like that guy definitely liked being stalked. Like, I haven't seen the whole thing. I'm sure like he was victimized, and I don't want to victim blame, but like it even implied in the series itself that he was open to being stalked, at least in the beginning, and then it became like weirder and weirder. But it didn't seem like I don't know. It just seemed weird. Definitely a good like thing to think about, but yeah, sometimes like I watched up to 3 episodes, and I'll probably watch the next episode eventually too, but I kind of just slowed down on it. Probably end up doing a hike tomorrow. I might go to the gym again as well. Gym and a hike, and just kind of relax. It's raining, so it's been raining all week, so no beach, but I wasn't really feeling the beach so far this season. I want to be moving. I don't want to be laying and tanning. I just want to be like active. I want to be walking up a mountain, or I want to be kind of just, I could be relaxing in the sun too, but I don't want to just be sitting and relaxing like sedentary like that. I'd want to be like in the mountain, walking, then sit and relax, and then walking, and then sit and relax again. Like, I want to be doing more of that. Maybe find a swimming hole in a creek or something. Look at some rocks. I like rock collecting. I have a few different rocks. I have it on my shelf over there. I'm not sure. The fanciest rock I ever found was a really small rock, but it was like a legitimate garnet. So maybe like not even a quarter carat, but like it was like very small. But I have it in like one of those like plastic circles that you use to collect coins. I have it in one of those, and it's a little garnet I found in the creek, so I like that. It's pretty cool. And I've split open like crystals, and like inside the crystals it looks like there's specks of garnet in some of these crystals that I've cracked open before. Things like that. Hopefully sometime in July I have enough time to do like a little day trip somewhere, and maybe buy like one of those like donuts that you inflate and you can go down like a lazy creek or whatever. I have one in mind. It's only a 2-hour drive from here, and those things are only like $50 to blow up. I could even rent a camping spot, make a trip of it. It'd be kind of nice. I think I'm going to do that now that I'm actually articulating that into words and speaking it out my mouth. It actually sounds like a pretty good idea. I should do that. If I do that, I would want to get some sort of grill to put over a camp stove. Over a fire to make a camp stove if they don't have a camp stove, and just do some grilling there, and maybe get some like bison hot dogs or some steak, and just chill. It's a shame I don't have my dog anymore, because that would be perfect to bring a dog. But then again, I don't know how you would do the lazy river type floaty thing with a dog. I guess a dog could have his own, but the claws might pop it, and they might be freaked out unless you raise them from a puppy on like kind of the flotation devices. I do have a life jacket for a dog. Yeah, I'm thinking about that. It's actually not a creek. It's a river, but it's a very shallow river, and it's wide. It's wide and shallow, and it has a slow, steady current. It's maybe 6 inches deep, but then there's a train bridge, an old train bridge, that goes over the river at one point, and it's like 25 feet deep under that, but only for like a very short amount of time. Like if you were going under the bridge on a flotation device, it'd only be like 10 feet long. That it deep, and then it'd go right back to being extremely shallow again. It's odd that it just is like on like and it goes bloop. But people jump off of that bridge. I actually have a short on my shorts feed of me jumping off of that bridge. It was maybe 2 years ago. I forget what the title of it is, but I think the bridge was maybe 12 feet. So it was like a 12 feet dive into the 25 foot like crevice of water. That's when I was still with my ex and she filmed that. And we both, I think we both had our dogs at that point. I think that's before my dog passed. So yeah, that's pretty much all my rambling and my thoughts for right now. It's my day, some stuff about some shows, about a day trip and things like that. I hope everyone's doing good. I'm going to end this a little bit after 20 minutes. We're at 1944 right now. That was a war year, 1944. Bad year for humanity. A lot of people gone. Anyways, I hope everyone's doing good. Thanks for checking this out. I'm going to be doing more of these. I think I have like an ASMR video dropping every day this weekend. It might not be accurate depending on when I post this, but I think at least what's in the queue, I have like 4 or 5 days of ASMR videos every day. So the people that like the ASMR videos will like to hear that. And I'm gonna go now. Peace out, everybody. I hope you're taking care of yourselves. Drink some water. Get out, see some nature. Relax. Live life, enjoy it. Peace out.